Whoops. 10 minutes late. I was making breakfast. Also, I'm pretty sure I have not posted my first one from earlier this morning. I'm going to make this quick because I really have some stuff to do. Um, Last 1 hour candle, sell signal for bears. The first, is it the second actually? Yes. So this was the sell signal for bears and it triggered on this one. So staying out the way for now, although on the 15-minute time frame, could be some stalling kind of in this area. Maybe we kind of had one leg down, up, and then this is kind of the second leg down, one push, two push, maybe a third push here. So maybe we get some sort of relief, like maybe we get something like this, and then retest and then go up. But for now, definitely going to be staying out the way, looking for something to pop up maybe on this 15-minute time frame, kind of in a channel here. So not really looking to fade without a sign of strength just yet. We had our first buy signal here, and it failed immediately. I think this is exactly the buy signal that I took on Ethereum as well, right? This is the buy that I took on Ethereum, yes, and that failed. This was a strong capitulation, like type candle here, and then bears a little bit of follow through. I guess decent follow through, but kind of this bar was largely overlapping of this one. It was just a decent trigger, and this one is somewhat overlapping here, and certainly we have a lot of overlap right here right now. So I think on the 15-minute, not really looking at a buy. On the 5-minute, possibly looking to round the bottom here, but this is these two candles, these two greens are not have too much overlap such that when this one breaks underneath this one, it's probably just going to test the low of the channel again. So not eager to get in on anything necessarily right now. Um, Maybe looking for some resolution to this channel. Like maybe if we call this first push, second push, and then we look for a third push, you can maybe call this one push, two push, three push, but this is kind of a 1-2 move. And then with this, we have 1, 2, 3 parts to the move. So maybe expecting a little bit more. Same thing with Ethereum, just kind of looking and waiting for our time to come. I have to. Okay, I'm back. We missed most of the candles now occurred. Um, so I think we were talking about Ethereum. Like we said, this was the trigger, right? This was the sell trigger underneath this bar, 44 underneath 44.17. So exactly where we stopped out. Unfortunately, we didn't enter a trade there. Would have been pretty sick. And now Ethereum trying to put in a reversal, but if we look at this, the size of this bar is roughly the same as the size of the prior bar, a little more. So the trend, the downward trend is accelerating. Let's see what it looks like on the 5-minute kind of chart. Yeah, this is just a big dump, right? So now we're going to look to see if there's any sort of follow through. We have a strong reversal bar and an inside bar here. So if we break above this, that would be good for bulls. Potentially push back up here, and this could be the end of the move. But it's a little early to say, isn't it? Kind of this type of channel. You know, yesterday, the same thing kind of happened, right? We had this big dump, and then we just happened to break out above the channel. So who knows? We'll have to see. Keep watch here, but definitely getting back into this range here, right? Like we were saying, bears will probably try and get back into this range, and if they can, there's probably a decent chance that this up move has concluded, and maybe we have kind of a pullback and then 2 legs down to the trend line. We'll see. Definitely going to keep an eye on this, but definitely looking to make some money on Ethereum for sure, because even if we get back to the trend line, if you can buy a trend line and take it back to the prior all-time highs, 9% would be a sick trade. Meanwhile, Bitcoin's still respecting this channel, but starting to get a little horizontal here. That's a good sign for bulls. If they're able to continue to hold this region and make it a horizontal kind of accumulation range, maybe you can take a shot upward. But like I said, still going to be looking for some sort of resolution. We were talking 3 pushes down. We have a push down here, another push down here, could be the 3rd push down here, and start to pump. So we'll have to take a look at that and see, keep an eye on that. Let's look at the 4-hour chart just because we're about to come back and do that in about 15 minutes. So this is a pretty, not a great candle for Ethereum bulls. And this is not a horrible candle for Bitcoin bulls. Um, yeah, so we'll see. I mean, Bitcoin bulls definitely want to keep pushing up, but if bears can take this low under 61.9, then we would probably be back into this range, and maybe we revisit this trend line. Or if we do that, I think it's probably pretty likely that Ethereum tries to make some moves down lower and set up a different type of buy. But as things stand, Ethereum has not broken this trend line. So until we break this trend line, really not looking for shorts to like this type of level, you know. This is pretty strong, what we're seeing here. This was quite strong. Let's see how big this was. This was 1600, 1700 to here, oops, and 2400 to there. And here we've had so far about 1700. And if we do exactly what we did last time, which was kind of put this, kind of start to stall out and make a little bit of a range up here. I mean, I already have the range drawn here, right? Maybe we start to do a little bit of a ranging here, and then we have this sideways consolidation and then a final move up. We'll see. So yeah, that's all I have right now, and we will be back here in another 15 minutes to take a look at what comes next. But decent close for bulls here on the last 15-minute candle, and ideally would like to take this high at 43.90 by the end of the hour to start making a look like, you know, maybe we're gonna have some legs up. But this is so strong, this is so steep that like even if we do that, like I don't know, you know, could just bounce up here and then keep pushing down to the lower side. So it wouldn't be opening up along above this. I'm definitely not looking for. I'm definitely not in the mode of buy above any candle. We're not doing that just yet. Bitcoin is looking a little bit juicier though. This candle is quite strong, and it's an outside up bar, but it's an outside up bar in a trading range, and a barbed wire trading range at that. So has not reversed anything. So really not expecting us to just start pumping because there are no trapped bears really necessarily. Yeah, so we'll see. Just gonna keep an eye on it.